The Ritual is a British folk horror film directed by David Bruckner, based on the novel by Adam Neville. The film stars Rafe Spall as Luke, one of 4 friends who embark on a hiking trip in northern Sweden to honor a deceased friend. The movie blends psychological horror with Norse mythology, creating a chilling atmosphere where grief, guilt, and primal fear converge in the deep woods. It's known for its unsettling tone, creepy atmosphere, and an unforgettable creature design rooted in ancient folklore. Its IMDb rating is 6.3 out of 10, and on Rotten Tomatoes it holds 74% critics and 58% audience. The first act starts with grief in the wild. The story opens in London, where 5 college friends, Luke, Phil, Dom, Hutch, and Rob, reunite to plan a holiday. During a trip to a convenience store, Rob is killed during a robbery, and Luke hides in fear, paralyzed and unable to help. Rob's death leaves a shadow of guilt over Luke, straining his relationship with the others. 6 months later, the remaining 4 friends decide to hike through the Scandinavian wilderness in Rob's memory. They begin their trek through the remote forests of northern Sweden, where the environment grows more foreboding by the day. After Dom injures his knee, the group decides to take a shortcut through a dense forest, which quickly turns ominous. They find strange markings carved into trees, including Norse runes and symbols. That night, they seek shelter in an abandoned cabin, where they discover a disturbing effigy of a headless human body with deer antlers. During the night, each man suffers terrifying nightmares or sleepwalking episodes. Luke sees visions of the robbery. Phil wakes up naked and praying to the strange effigy. The group realizes something in the forest is deeply wrong. Before we continue with the story, if you enjoy our videos, please subscribe to the One Dark channel and press the bell icon for new videos. Now, let's continue the story. In the second act of the movie, the forest seems alive, watching and toying with them. Strange noises, mutilated animals, and unshakable fear grow. The group's unity begins to unravel. Dom becomes combative, Phil withdrawn, Hutch tries to keep order, and Luke is increasingly haunted by guilt and visions of the convenience store fused with the forest. One morning, Hutch disappears. The group finds his body impaled on branches, displayed like a sacrificial offering. They realize something is hunting them, and it's not human. Luke's hallucinations intensify. He is stalked by a gigantic, unseen creature, and glimpses of Rob's death flash through the forest. Dom is injured further, and he blames Luke for everything. Phil vanishes next, taken by the creature. Luke and Dom are the only ones left, and they are captured by a cult-like group of villagers living deep in the forest. In the final act of the movie, the villagers worship an ancient Nordic godlike creature, a Jotun, a bastard offspring of Loki, the Norse trickster god. This being offers immortality in exchange for submission and sacrifice. The creature, known simply as Mother, is revealed as a horrifying elk-like beast with a humanoid torso for a face, capable of inducing hallucinations by forcing its victims to relive traumatic memories. Luke is marked by the creature, suggesting he may be worthy to serve it, due to the emotional pain and trauma he carries. Dom is not. He is tied to a tree and sacrificed. When the cult prepares to force Luke into submission, he fights back, setting the cabin on fire, killing several cultists, and wounding the creature. In a final chase through the forest, the Jotun pursues him, twisting his mind with hallucinations of Rob's murder and his own cowardice. However, Luke resists, refusing to kneel or submit. He crosses the forest's boundary, where the creature can no longer follow. It roars in frustration as Luke collapses in relief, seeing the sun rise over the open land. My final thoughts about this movie is that The Ritual is a psychological and supernatural horror film that thrives on mood, atmosphere, and existential dread. It's less about jump scares and more about internal horror, regret, trauma, and helplessness. Combined with a uniquely designed monster rooted in Norse mythology, it delivers a powerful and unnerving experience. It asks, what haunts us more, the monsters in the woods, or the ones in our memories?